Disclaimer: this video is educational in nature and is not financial advice. Trading involves risks and do your own research before making decisions. It was once just a dream, but now it's part of my life. I would like you to be able to say that one day. I know what it's like to work hard, try hard, and still not be happy with the results. And that's why today I want to show you something that you rarely hear from bloggers. I'm going to talk about an effective strategy that you can start with even without a lot of experience, without complicated terms and overload, in a clear, step-by-step way. Hi, my name is Evelyn. For 10 years, I've been searching for an approach that could help not only me, but many people around me. Once I dreamt of ordinary things, more freedom, less stress, the ability to choose how and with whom to spend my time. Today it has become a part of my life. And it all started when I made a conscious decision to give it a try. And now I share this experience in my community of traders and investment analysts. There I analyze the steps that cannot be shown in the public domain, give comments on actual situations, and answer questions personally. Do you want to move at your own pace but not alone? Then join my community. The link is in the attached comment. It all starts with one simple action. Ready? Then let's get started. Okay friends, here comes my favorite part. We start with 25. Now we're going to pick pairs. Okay, ready to go. Let's move on to the analysis tool. I'm going to use the MACD because it helps determine the general direction of the move and potential points where things might change. Now I'm going to adjust the colors of the lines to make it easier to see. I can't wait to get started. Let's go. So let's look at the first pair. I see a certain price value, and before it there was a horizontal movement. This can often indicate a possible overcoming of this value and further upward movement. The analysis tool shows an upward direction, and the current value closed at this level with a small deviation. Taking into account all these factors, expect a breakdown of the level and further upward movement. Watching. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, I see a certain value. The value has approached this market several times without significant returns and pulled back each time. I assume that the next approach will be a retracement as activity has increased and is ready to move on. The analysis tool confirms this, showing a possible upward reversal. Let's keep going, folks. I'm really excited about what's happening right now. I already have so many members in my community, and these are people who are learning new things every day, developing and moving towards their goals with me. I regularly hold live broadcasts where I share my approach to market analysis, analyze useful strategies, and help you build your skills. And what is important, you can put all this into practice at once without overloading yourself with theory and without unnecessary fuss. And if you don't want to get into details yet, you can just follow what I do and slowly start to orient yourself in the process. This approach is great for beginners and those who want to get ahead but can't stand the monotonous routine. If you're watching this video, then you're already on the right track. The link to my learning community is in the first pinned comment. Join. The fun is just beginning. Stop here. I see a level the price approached with momentum. This can often indicate a possible retracement or temporary crossover. The level is not showing much activity, so I decide to go for a bounce down. I like it, but don't relax. So let's see what's here. I see some value. The indicator approached this value gradually, without sudden movements, with small returns. This may indicate a preparation for overcoming. The analysis tool shows an upward direction, and after a small move away from this value, I assume an upward movement. Alright, let's keep going. For those who are just starting out on the trading path, figuring out the process can seem daunting. But don't worry, you're not alone on this trip. Every day in my community, I show you how I approach the analysis and explain why I choose certain points. You can watch the whole process in real time, from the beginning of the analysis to the decision. This will help you understand the logic faster and learn to see the key points yourself. Also, you will have my support waiting for you. If there are any questions, I will try to solve it as quickly as possible. At the beginning of the path, a mentor is not just a helper, but someone who can protect you from mistakes, save time, and show you where you should really direct your efforts. If there is a desire to discover a new opportunity, the link in the first pinned comment is waiting for you. Join and don't spend months guessing. Now, back to the session. The value returned to the previous mark after initially moving away from it. After the indicator fixed beyond this mark, I assume a further upward movement. Moving on, folks. Okay, let's take a look at our pairs. No, back to this one. After overcoming, I see that the indicator has stopped near a certain value and is not moving further yet. I pay attention to the analysis tool and notice that its elements start to decrease, despite the upward movement. This may indicate a possible trend change. I assume that the indicator will return beyond this value, suggesting a downward movement. Nice to see my strategy working. Keep the momentum going. So let's see. The general direction of movement is upwards, with intermediate values being overcome. After a quick rise, the indicator stopped for a while and then continued upward, overcoming the previous value. Now we see a similar situation with a new stop, and I assume that the current value will be passed. The analysis tool also points to a possible continuation of the upside as its direction. Okay, working. No longer surprising, let's keep going. As I said, the price returned behind the level, the analysis tool turned downward. Now the indicator returns to the previous value and lingers above it. After the return, I expect a bounce back down. Alright, let's work with it now. So, now the indicator is fluctuating in a certain range. And in such situations, it often makes sense to watch the boundaries of this range. The indicator is now near the lower boundary, and I'm assuming an upward movement, expecting further change to be directed upward. Take a look at what we have. It is important to be able to analyze quickly and act immediately, which is what I have now demonstrated. Remember where we started? No, look how much has changed. It seems incredible, doesn't it? This is the result of a systematic approach and daily patience. I remember my first steps. Back then, it was hard for me to believe that with time I could learn to analyze the market and feel confident. That's why I created a community where I share my experience and help new participants to better understand how trading works. Every day, in my community, I share useful observations, explain important points, and support those who are just starting out. Everything is simple, step by step and in clear language. I tell you how to use the platform, what to pay attention to, and what tools to use for analysis. If you want to develop in this sphere with support and step-by-step guidance, join by clicking the link in the attached comment. I will be glad to see you in the community. Thanks for being with me today. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.